An unknowing Lord Misi was blind to what was about to happen, because you see, this kingdom, that was newly born just before House Golds had put its claws into it, never intended to be a peaceful one, at least not for longer periods of time. When the kingdom showed its true nature, combined with warriors hungry for glory, the downfall of Golds began. It started with a force out of this world, from a land far across these seas. Two mighty warriors named Kalmiki and Kalgasa had made their way into this kingdom, leaders of a people known as the Dothrakis. They had decided to bring havoc upon this kingdom. Their reasons, unknown. They stated just one thing, a promise that the days of Gold's reign would come to an end. Day and night they roamed the lands, burning keeps and slaughtered followers of House Golds. It seemed like no one was safe. Followers from all the houses that supported Golds felt the wrath of these bloodlusting Dothrakis. Lord Misi, who was furious about these attacks, put a target on their backs. He swore that one day the powerhouse Hodor would catch them off guard and finish their silly attempt to overthrow his empire once and for all. But underestimation is a dangerous thing. These swift and skilled warriors were not an easy catch. Even Hodor himself reached out to them, calling them something along the lines of wildfire bombers. He referred to their quick disappearance after setting a keep on fire. Furthermore, the Khals were not working alone like everyone thought. Secretly, they worked together with a man known as DOD, someone with many contacts and a big influence over the kingdom, even though it had merely just started to grow. Over time, more people became unhappy with how the kingdom was ruled, even within Lord Misi's closest circle. One could think that they started to agree with the Khals, that the end of Golds was for the better of the kingdom, even if whatever vision the Khals had for the kingdom was unknown, at least for everyone besides them and DOD. So the Khals, together with DOD, convinced more and more people to turn on Lord Misi and his house. DOD reached out to Song of Ice and Fire to try and convince him to betray Lord Misi. Song of Ice and Fire were already a part of the secret gathering known as Gold Watchers, a group set up by the Khals amongst others, where they could plan their attack on Golds. It was important that members of this group felt support from others as well, because even if Song of Ice and Fire already had thought along those lines, it is a big step to actually put the plan into action. In the meantime, the two mighty Khals recruited followers all across Westeros to join them in the upcoming war. In secret meetings, they all planned their attack against Golds and to turn on the king. Even till this day, only a few people know who all the participants of this scheme were. All that is certain is that members of almost every big house had picked a side even before it all went down. So one morning, Lord Misi looked out on the fields outside King's Landing, just to see an army staring back at him. Led by the Khals and Song of Ice and Fire amongst others, the siege on King's Landing began. That day, Lord Misi would not only be remembered as the first king, but also the only king to ever lose his reign in battle. The siege was quick and merciless. Once Misi and the defense of Golds had been defeated, Song of Ice and Fire took the throne and proclaimed himself as new ruler of the kingdom. The hours that followed were filled with chaos. Golds and its followers were struck down in every corner of Westeros. At the same time, the Houses of Light, Honor, and Sands tried to defend themselves while re-establishing their defenses and structure. After that very attack on King's Landing, things were set in motion. Where would this path of war lead? And to what consequences? What kind of kingdom would the people wake up in tomorrow? Ladies and gents of Westeros, that was the first chapter of our story. If you enjoyed it, please let us know by giving this video a like. If you want to check out any of our other videos, have a look at the suggestions. Also, don't forget to subscribe to not miss out on any future content. I'm DoD and thanks for watching.